Good morning, first graders, and welcome to the second day of school. I hope you all had a great day yesterday. My name is Mrs. Clabundi. I'm one of the teachers here in first grade, and so excited to hear from all the other teachers too, how hard you all worked. I know that my class worked really hard yesterday, and so today we're going to continue the fun of first grade by reading another book. Now, this morning I will be reading a book called First Day Jitters, and I know it's not the first day of school. However, this is such a great book to read at the beginning of school. It's by Julie Dannenberg and illustrated by Judy Love. I read this every single year, so I couldn't let another school year go by without reading it again. So we're going to be reading this story. I want you to sit back and enjoy it. And then after that, we'll talk a little bit more about what you're going to need to do for the rest of the day. So let's get started on this book. Again, First Day Jitters by Julie Dannenberg. Maybe I like this so much because my name is Julie. That could be too. So, all right. I love this little dog. All right. That looks like Mrs. Clabundi in the morning with my feet hanging all over the place. And as I told some friends, I have 4 cats, so that could be my cat. All right. Sarah, dear. Time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day of your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start school all over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. You see your head right there. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard, and I just hate it. That's all. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. Look, they'd all be like, oh my gosh, she's not there. They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were at home in bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. I think he's losing his patience with her. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. Look at that big school. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's the principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her chair. Oh, come on, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go. She led Sarah into the building, walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Oh, don't worry, Sarah. Everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. I wonder which one is Sarah. Is it her? Or maybe her? I don't know. When they got to their classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention, please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet Your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. The end. Now, were you surprised by that ending as much as I was the very first time? I bet you thought she was a student, but she was the teacher. And you know, the reason I like this book is it talks about teachers getting first aid jitters. And I'm going to tell you right now, boys and girls, that all of us teachers had first aid jitters this year. So it's okay. It's okay to be a little nervous, and it's okay that you're worried about things happening or things not happening, and that's all right. Now, the rest of the morning, what you're going to be doing is going back in and reading the morning message, and there is a discussion board where I'd like you to add your thoughts. So you're going to read the morning message, and if you need help reading it, it is recorded as well, so you can just push the button for that, and then you can hear the message read to you. After that, we will all meet with our classes, or your teachers will meet with you at 9:20. So enjoy the morning message. Can't wait to see you again at 9:20 this morning. Have a great day, boys and girls.